EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for August 3rd, 2020. For your Monday, we are having partly cloudy skies to start the day. Then we're going to have clouds increase late in the day. Of course, the focus is on the eventuality of Tropical Storm Isaias, which is down here east of Jacksonville this morning, and is going to be making its way toward the Carolinas, making landfall somewhere between Charleston and Myrtle Beach, and it's going to very quickly accelerate off to the north and east toward our region. Probably takes a track something similar to this and goes over to Delaware, New Jersey. That's not really that important where the track is, because we're pretty sold on that idea. You can see most of the convection today has been on the east and northeast side of this low pressure, but once it gets up to our latitude, that is going to shift, and instead of being on this side, it is instead going to be on this side here. So our heaviest rain with this system is going to be found on the northwest side of the low pressure track. So even if it does take that track over New Jersey and Delaware, I think the interior is going to get into most of the rain. And we're talking about 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 inches of rain in some areas. But our official forecast that we have out for this system looks like this, and the heaviest corridor here is along and just northwest of 95 here, to include places like Lancaster, the Lehigh Valley, up into the eastern Poconos, northwest New Jersey. And in this particular area, we have 2.5 to 4 inches of rain with locally higher amounts possible in that red zone. So that's our highest jackpot zone, if you will, for heaviest rain, and that's because we expect the low track to come something like this, right across this region here, and to the northwest of that, where all those bands are coming around here like this, is where we expect the heaviest of rain to occur. Okay, and so this is going to move up pretty quickly. So it is going to be limited in time. So it's not going to be sitting here over our region like some tropical systems come up here and just linger and linger and linger. This is going to be something it moves pretty quickly, and it's going to accelerate northeast. We're also going to have a plume of moisture come in after we start off partly cloudy today and become mostly cloudy late in the day with increasing clouds through the evening. Then we're going to have some rain working its way through overnight and increasing overnight as we head into Tuesday morning. There's going to be a plume of moisture well ahead of Isaias, and that's going to stream into New England as we get overnight. So it's going to be increasing, becoming more numerous overnight with these showers and becoming a steady rain toward morning. And the reason we know what's taking this track is we have a big trough that's going to be settling into our region late in the week that's going to be coming in, and the lead of that trough here is a baroclinic boundary. Okay, and with that boundary here, that's why the interaction with that baroclinic forcing is going to allow the precipitation is now on the east side of that tropical low to shift and go on the west and northwest side of this tropical storm once it moves up to our latitude. So you can take a path like this, and it's going to be guided by this trough coming in here. So it is going to turn to the northeast. We know that because it is affected by external forces, and it's very easily manipulated in where it goes, especially since it's a little bit weaker. So you still have to follow laws of physics here, and we have this big trough coming in that's going to guide it north and east, but it's going to interact with that lead trough boundary that's going to allow that moisture come on the northwest side of that low. And pretty much everything's doing that. As you move this forward in time, you can see the heavy rain here on Tuesday that becomes even heavier as the low passes by, and you see it goes right over Delaware, right over New Jersey, but the northwest side of this is where the heaviest rain is occurring with this system. And you can go over to the NAM, it's pretty much doing the same exact thing, where it takes it over between Charleston and Myrtle Beach landfall, and then accelerates off to the north and east, and you can see the heaviest rain off to the north and west side of that low track. Now this particular model, the NAM here, shows a little bit further west from the European model as far as track goes, which could affect areas further west in central PA, but we're going to stick with our map for now because this has been bouncing around. It's been going east and west and east and west, and it can't really figure itself out. So we're going to kind of stick in the middle here with what we have now with rainfall projections. Either way you cut it, it's still a boatload of rain that we're going to be dealing with here in the week ahead. And here's what the latest European model projection is. It looks very similar. This is the 18Z run. This looks very similar to our map that we put out with widespread 2.5 to 4 inches with locally higher amounts possible. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with this system. And again, away from the shore points, usually the shore points get the most rain out of this. This is going to be a little bit further northwest because of that track that goes right over Delaware and New Jersey. Okay, so once that system gets out of here, which is going to be late evening, midnight, something like that on Tuesday night, once it moves off to the north and east and into New England, it's their problem at that point. and we are left with partly cloudy skies here on Wednesday. Temperatures are going to be not too bad, kind of near average for this time of year here on Wednesday, and it probably remains that way for much of the remainder of the week. There is a system off to our south, another boundary that's going to be in place off to our south here. There could be a shower with this overnight on Thursday night, so we'll call it partly to mostly cloudy here on Thursday with an increase in clouds late in the day. Maybe a few showers for south and east areas here on on Thursday night. May linger into very early Friday morning, but then that pulls away, and then we are partly cloudy Friday, the rest of Friday, partly cloudy Saturday, and then mostly sunny here on Sunday to round out the work week. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for August 3rd, 2020. Have a great Monday.